All right, let's talk about something that drives pretty much everyone crazy, that weird silent phone call. We're going to break down what is actually going on when your phone rings and there's nobody there, and more importantly, how you can flip the script and use their own system against them. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. We have all been there. You see that unknown number pop up, you kind of hesitate for a second, but you answer it anyway. And for your trouble, you get nothing. Just dead air. It's such a common thing, and that shared experience is exactly what scammers are banking on. You know the drill, right? You say hello, nothing. So you try again, a little louder, a little more annoyed, hello, still just silence. And right when you're about to just hang up, you hear it, that tiny little click. The line goes dead. Feels like a glitch, doesn't it? But it's not. That silence, that click, that's not some random accident or a bad connection. It's the opening move. It's a calculated, automated first step in a huge global operation that's designed to find its next target. And once you understand the game, you can start to win it. So let's solve this mystery, you and me. What is really happening in those few seconds of awkward silence? And why on earth does it matter so much?
Here's the big secret. That call isn't meant to be a conversation, not yet anyway. It is 100% a test. There's a machine on the other end, and all it's doing is listening for one very simple thing. Is there a real, live human on the other end of this line? So let's pull back the curtain and actually meet the technology that makes this whole thing possible. And trust me, it's probably not what you're picturing in your head. Yeah, forget that old movie image of a massive, dimly lit room packed with hundreds of people all hunched over phones dialing away. The modern reality is so much more efficient, and honestly, it's kind of terrifying. We're talking about a single, sophisticated piece of software that can do the work of a whole army of people. This machine is called a predictive dialer, and honestly, the best way to think of it is like a robot fisherman with a gigantic net. Its only job is to dial thousands and thousands of numbers all at the same time. The very second it gets a bite, a human answering the phone, it immediately tries to connect that call to a live scammer. That way, the scammer's time is never, ever wasted on a number that doesn't pick up. So that weird dead air you're hearing, that is literally the machine's lag time. It's that split second where the system goes, aha, got one, and it frantically starts searching for a free human scammer to pass you off to. But in that crucial moment of lag, something else is going on. And this is where the trap is sprung, because this is the part of the process where you, just by answering your phone like a normal person, unknowingly become the most important part of their whole operation. I mean, think about it. What's the very first thing you do when you answer a call? It's muscle memory, right? You say hello. Maybe you just make a sound like, mm-hmm. That one little sound, that's exactly what the machine was listening for. Boom. The instant the system's microphone picks up any kind of human voice, it's like a big light flashes. Your number gets immediately flagged in its massive database as live and active. You've just officially confirmed that yes, you are a real person who answers calls from numbers you don't recognize. And just like that, your phone number goes from being this random string of digits to a valuable asset. It's not just a potential lead anymore. It's a verified, confirmed product ready to be sold. And this is where it really gets bad. Your number, now that it's confirmed, gets bundled up with thousands of other live numbers into lists. And they literally call these sucker lists. These lists are then sold on the dark web to all kinds of other scam operations all over the world. So that one little hello just signed you up for a potential flood of future scam calls. So they're basically fingerprinting you. They don't just know your number is active, they now know the time of day you're most likely to answer your phone. And all this data just makes their next attack, the one from a real person, so much more targeted and so much more effective. Okay, so that's the bad news. But now for the good news, the great news, actually. Now that we understand how their system works, we can use that knowledge to completely break it. It is time to learn the ultimate countermove. The strategy is just so simple, it's beautiful. The entire automated system is built to react to one single trigger, the sound of a human voice. So what's our goal? We're just going to deny the machine that trigger. We're going to outsmart the robot. Okay, you ready? Here it is. It's called the silent answer method. 3 easy steps. 1, you answer the call from that unknown number. 2, and this is everything, you say absolutely nothing. Don't cough, don't breathe into the phone, nothing. 3, you just wait.
So how long do you have to wait in this awkward silence? 3 seconds. That's it. In the time it takes to snap your fingers, just 3 seconds of pure silence, you can completely tear their system apart. It's that fast.
So here's what happens in those 3 seconds. When that predictive dialer hears nothing, no voice, no shuffling, nothing, its algorithm just concludes it's reached a deadline, or maybe an answering machine, so it automatically hangs up. And this is the magic part. It scrubs your number from its current calling list. You've just made yourself a digital dead end.
Now, the silent answer method is incredibly effective. It works like a charm. But if you want to take your defenses to the next level, if you want to become a true digital guardian, there are a couple more things you can do right now. First, a really easy one. Go into your phone settings right now and look for a feature called Silence Unknown Callers. Turn it on. This sends any call from a number not in your contacts straight to voicemail. Your phone won't even ring. Now, if you're feeling a little more confrontational and you think it might be a real person on the other end, answering the phone with a very firm police department, fraud division, well, that tends to get them to hang up very, very quickly.
And really, that's the whole point. That feeling of being annoyed or helpless when you get those calls, it's gone. Because now you understand the why. You know the technology and the psychology behind it. You have completely flipped the script. You're not a potential target anymore. You are in control. So the last thing I want to leave you with is this question. Who do you know that really needs to hear this? Is it a parent, a friend, maybe a neighbor who's always complaining about spam calls? Be the person who passes this knowledge on. Because the more of us who know how to play their game against them, the less effective their game becomes for everyone.